Hi guys, in this video I will talk about the domination stat and bracelet stat options and broken bone engraving in Shadow Blade. So this blade is made after the new Shadow Blade, Velgardin, is released. So this is the patches needed. So in that battle page in Shadow Blade, like the Serka, when both layer stagger is happen, in Kier server now, the staggered enemy plus damage options now happened. So staggered damage plus damage options are applied in the battle pace mode. It is patched with the Velgardin release. So in Kier server, new Shadow Blade Velgardin Blade is released. With this blade, new patches released in battle pace. The both rear stagger that gimmicks in the Shadow Blade like the Sereka and Velgardin. Now both get the additional damage by stagger damage increased option. So I write down a little difficult. So you guys can think easily that broken bone engraving or domination stat is so worked in the better page now. So meaning broken bone or domination stat or bracelet options which give additional damage to staggered enemy can give more damage in better page now. But you guys can think like it is similar concept like the shield destruction engraving in when the command gate 3 is the first week. In layer, when command is the first week clear in KR server, because of the horse shield issue, that first clash and second clash, that man horse shield gimmicks, shield destruction engraving is taught, but nobody uses it because of damage lag situations, and the shield destruction engraving is only used in that first and second clash, and except it just lose of one engraving, so 16% damage. So you guys can think this time also, using domination stat rather than other stat or change engraving only for better page can see as drug, so just for only YouTube video. So here's famous streamer, Pusher, who are very famous with calculations, and some in-band users make calculation. It is really good to take the broken bone engraving in the Velgardin Blade but you guys should think that Velgardin Blade is the Shadow Blade. So Agam, you say in Shadow Blade broken bone is good engraving now? No. What I want to talk is only in the Velgardin Gate 2 case. Why? Damage lag situation is happen in there only, and except the better pace case in Velgardin Gate 2, there are so many cases that both stagger damage option is happen like the holding just guard or both counters. But in Zerka or Gate 1, 2 and Velgardin Gate 1, except the better pace, there are no many cases that damage plus the stagger damage plus options can work. So result first. In static group, take one man is okay with the broken bone engraving, but not recommended. Why? If one man wants to take the broken bone engraving for that gate 2 clear with that good efficiency, so better than the other damage engraving, there it needs some few conditions. First, if nobody take the broken bone engraving, that party always fail to go the third step at battle pace. But if one man change the engraving to the broken bone, then your party can go to the third step. Second, our party stagger is good, so we can go the better pace twice. So if your party meet these conditions, if your party can achieve these conditions, broken bone engraving act as the 12.6% damage engraving personally, so less than 17% of other engravings. So you guys can think, oh, these conditions are very hard to meet. Our party damage lag situation is happen, but only one man broken bone change act as the key to go the third steps, and our party stagger should be good. But still, you guys can think this engraving give the less damage than the other engravings. Why we should select it? But because of his engraving selections, your party can go the better pace second to the third step, which is impossible before. And this battle pace give the boss 50% more damage debuff. So if you think your party DPS, it can cover at least 5% more. So one man lose the 5% damage increasement because of the engraving issues, but other 5 men's additional damage at the page 3, and that broken bone players additional damage in page 3, this can cover the one man's 5% damage decreasement case. So, one man change of broken bone can get the meaningful damage increasement, so very good chance to further clears. Also, I told you it is only good in the Velgardin Gate 2 case. So Velgardin case, Gate 2 have many holding just guard and counters. But this holding just guard and counter give you the many damage time, at least 1 second to the 2 seconds, very long in the end content late. And this holding just guard and success of counter make the boss down, meaning can give the additional damage with broken bone or domination stat. So thinking these situations, if your party always fail in battle phase 2, take one man broken bone seems good. After this research is happened, KL server broken bone relic book price become expensive. It is almost 10 gold before, but now it become the 2k gold now. Nowadays late concept. The hard late concept is always shadow late. Shadow late is the main contents in Lostark now. Before the gold lever is the commander late, and Jack Jones before main content is Kazeros late, and it changed to the shadow late. So all hard late will be the shadow late. So key users think now as the broken bone can be used next late also maybe. So that's why key user buying the broken bone relic book and taking the dominant stats ready for the next shadow late also, which will have the better pace gimmick also. And how about the non-shadow late case, Agam? Casador of Horizon is the one example of that non-shadow late. And director said he will release the 4 late per 1 year. 2 is hard, 2 is easy. And 2 hard late is always shadow late, and 2 easy late will be other late like the Casador of Horizons, which is very easy whatever you do. So preparing the broken bone or domination stats for the next shadow late seems very good and efficiency. That's why tier user buying now. But main importance is not only broken bone engraving. Good things is the change of bracelet and stats. Maybe good contents for the prisoner classes. Normally, dominant stats or bracelet double option, which include the give staggered enemy plus damage torque as trash option in KR and trash stat in about the dominant. But in Shadow Late, it have meaningful change now with the better page applied patch. Normally in KR server, why KR user hate Christianers nowadays and saying lyric of this Christianers is some classes should make their own crit rate 100% because of damage. Don't take the Christianers, so other classes who can get Christianers also make the high crit rate their own because their party don't get the Christianers for these type of classes. So avoid the Christianers classes is happen nowadays in KR servers. But in the Shadow Late, now, if your party take the Christianers, then give the classes who don't need to make their own crit rate 100%, and say to other classes, change your arc passive crit stat node into the domination node in the Velgardin late. Why? This domination additional stat can give you meaningful DPS increase, especially in Velgardin Gate 2, also in the better pace. I think about it. In Lear, I give the swiftness stat in this try because I don't know these informations. But in Lear, the swiftness options can seems good in try because of the more movement, more attack speed, and more shorter space cooldown like this. But in Lear, just thinking the damage case, giving the swiftness, decrease the skill cooldown, but decrease the crit rate, so decrease the damage. So more cycle is needed to cover give the swiftness node. But in try, it is almost impossible that fully give like damage like the Tritium DPS checking. But if I know that these informations before, then I will give the swiftness node to the dominations. Why? Then it can give the boss more damage, especially in battle pace, also just guard or counter case. Maybe player who saw my Gate 2 clear video saw that our first battle pace failed to go the third step, but if I take the domination stat in that case, and other party member also who give the swiftness stats, then maybe we can go the third step and don't need to see the berserk mode in my thinkings. So what I recommend you is buy Broken Bone Relic book when it's it is cheap. And if I don't say you guys should buy the bracelet for the dominant. No, what I want to talk is, if you are doing the bracelet, and sometimes if you just buy the cheap bracelet like the specialization plus the agility, or specializations plus attack speed bracelet, and if that bracelet show you the high dominant stats or staggered enemy damage option is happen, in KR before we normally delete it because it is dominant stat. But now don't need to delete it, just take it for the Shadow Blade like the Velgardin Gate 2, and what will be happen in the Shadow Blade like so similarly like the Velgardin Gate 2 can be released one more time, which have the very high efficiency with dominant stats or staggered enemy damage. Thank you for watching.